we have seen how to read settings and constant sheet data, and we have covered how to read only the asset sheet, and how to load the asset into dictionary variable. Okay, so dictionary variable is a key and value pair. Okay, now so I want to store the email content. Okay, so let's say I have this only one config file. Here I have a email template sheet, and so I'm going to keep like my name and subject and email body. Okay, so here the name is key, and the subject, so you can provide any subject, and the email body, it may vary from email to email, right? So let's say if I want to notify the exceptions, I have to keep the email body with a different content. Then if I want to send some report kind of things, then I have to keep the different content into the email body, right? So here instead of the name, I'm going to create like key. Okay, so for the different to differentiate from other workflow to this one, I mean here the key I can mention here like technical error, tech error. Okay, tech error or application app error or a report. Okay, so final report. Final report email mail. Okay, so here subject I can add like system exception. Okay, the application I can application exception, and the report you can add like monthly report or something like that. This is a subject only report. Okay, in the email body I'm going to add like leave it high and all, so that we will add it in the create HTML content. Instead of that, and error occurred please refer the attached screenshot. Okay, and the do not respond, this is a bot auto generate email and all, you can add it in the create HTML. Okay, so here the application exception you can mention something different body and a record, please maybe the credential error. Okay, for credential error maybe I can add credential error and another record, please verify application username and password. Okay, and the final report email maybe I can say please find the attached report. There will be a lot of assume that where you need to include a lot of content. Okay, so I added like this one, please find the attached report for your reference. So these are the different email body, different email subject. These are my keys. So if I call this key and I need to get both subject and body, but here in this case you have created a dictionary variable, and that will store one key and one value. But in this case here also you need to create a dictionary variable, but it will hold one key, two values. Okay, so I will show you how to handle this through this. And so you can as usual go to activity panel and drag and drop new sequence, okay, and rename it like read config email template, okay. Then as usual, so we need to here for this both this sequence we have a used dictionary variable, right? So for this only I'm going to introduce the another method tuple, so that is also part of dictionary. Let's say go to your argument panel and create your new um, uh, new arguments, okay, new dictionary, that is a tuple method, okay. Go here and let's say this is also going out, okay, out config email temp, okay, and this is going out. And here I'm going to choose like same like dictionary. I'm going to click on browse and I'm going to type dictionary, and which is available, and the selection. First click on this dictionary. Here you can mention that a key value pair, right, and click here. So instead of selecting your integer string or object, and select click on again browse, and here I think you need to add a tuple. One second, I forgot that system.tuple. Okay, so here you need to select tuple. So here I'm not going to store one value, I'm going to store a two value, okay. So then you can store, click on this t1 t2, okay, click on OK, and one second guys, I think okay. So after selecting this tuple t1 t2, and here I need to mention what is my value, okay, two values, right. I click both string, so let's say both string, then click on OK. And here also one second, first I need to provide key, okay, key, I need to provide the key, then I need to select a tuple, okay. Type dictionary again and select key value. My first key should be string, and then my next value I want to store two values, right. Again click on browse type and go to type tuple method, okay, and select this tuple two value, okay, option, and the first option also string and the second option also string, then click on OK, and you will get the entire thing, okay. Then click, see here, this is system.collection.generic.dictionary, and system string is first thing is key, and then followed by system.string, and system.string is a value, okay. That is done. Variable creation is done. Now I'm going to initialize that variable, okay, and drag and drop assign activity and go here and rename it like initialize config email temp, okay. And here you can call out config email template, and here you can mention that the dictionary you need to initialize your tuple method, okay. For that, new dictionary of, okay, and of string comma tuple, and this will be quite difficult to understand first time, but if you are using if you are applying this particular syntax in multiple process, and you will easily you will remember this. Then string and comma string, okay. It's nothing, whatever here we have seen here, right, the same thing if you are going to initialize here. So after that, So once you initialize, and you need to follow the same process step, and you have to drag and drop read range workbook activity, drag and drop read range workbook activity, and this you need to provide the same workbook path, that is in config file path. The sheet you need to provide different sheet, that is email template, and go here and add your email template. That's it. So here the table name should be dt email template. Okay, that is done. So now as usual, we are going to use for each to iterate all the rows. I can use for each data table row, drag and drop, and here you can call dt template and row. And now after that we need to add a if condition, as you all know. So just add a if condition to ignore the empty rows. So that is a simple syntax, not string, and dot is null or empty white space, open bracket, and row of. Okay, and here you need to provide your column name, right? Our column name is here key. Okay, so I'm going to provide key here within double quotes, key. I think the key is capital. Yes, the caps, and better to copy this and add it. Then dot toString, then dot trim. Okay, that's it. Now, and this is for config is not empty, row is not empty, config row is not empty. Okay, and coming inside, it's very simple. So drag and drop assign activity. Okay, and just this is for load your email template data, config email temp, add key and value 1, value 2. Okay, and here I'm going to call out email config. Okay, and let's say open it, and open bracket, and row. Okay, row, open bracket, and add your key, same like how we done for settings and constant, dot trim. Okay, so in that key, so I'm going to store my value. Okay, so for that, here there will be a something different syntax, that is like tuple dot create. Okay, open bracket, and row of. So initially for the previous flow we have given the value, right? But here we have a 2 column. Okay, one is subject. So first we need to copy the subject and go here, paste it. Okay, then add dot toString, and comma, again row of within double quotes, then another column, that is the email body. Okay, copy this and go here and paste it, then dot toString. Okay, done. So we have loaded our subject and email body into this tuple dictionary variable. Okay, now keep now if you added if you run this, it will keep on adding your values into this dictionary variable, then finally it will come out. Okay, so I'm going to collapse this in order to check my result. So how can I call my this subject and email body based on the key? It's very simple. You can go and drag and drop right line, and drag and drop right line here, and here you can call out email template, open bracket, within double quotes, go and add your key. Let's say credential error. Okay, credential error, and so I can go here and add it. So here you will see one difference, no, the previous and here. If you add here dot, and it will give you the item 1, item 2. Okay, the item 1 will be subject, and the item 2 will be your email body. Okay, so here you can see item 2, your email body. Okay, let me add a breakpoint here. Okay, and go to Excel, close it, and now step into and click on run and click. So it's an asset. Okay, now it's reached to the email template. Okay, so step into, and it's going and storing everything as expected, and click on continue. Okay, I think it's done. So we'll check in the output panel. So go here in the output panel, you see application exception is your subject, and your body is an error occurred, please verify your application username and password. So this has been executed. Let's say you are going to send an email, SMTP. Okay, then now here in this place subject you want to add something here in the body also, right, or else in the create HTML. So if you want to pass something on your create HTML, you can pass this subject. So let's say, if I add this in here in the subject, that's it. Now it is a credential error. The same SMTP, if you are using somewhere place, and you can add, the different. If you want to send a different subject, you can just, add your key. Okay, nothing is big. Okay, it's very easy to if you handle this way to add a multiple value storing into single key, you can approach this tuple method. Okay, and so finally we covered how to create config and sheets, and the config settings and constant, and also the asset, and also the email template. So these are the input we require to run our bots. Okay, so this should be the mandatory workflow, and so like I said, so email notification, init all settings, take screenshot, and the one more process, skill process, and these workflows we use in all the process. Okay, so try to practice all these workflows.